I've watched all of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers games from this past year. I've seen every single throw that Jameis Winston made and missed, all the touchdowns, all the interceptions. Now, I know there are going to be some people that are going to say, well, Jameis Winston threw for a lot of yards this year. You can only criticize him so much. But in reality, after watching the film, I'm just overall not that impressed. I'm not. I'm not surprised that his numbers were very good last season. You want to know why? Because in reality, Jameis Winston's job was honestly not that hard. He had a lot of help on the outside of wide receiver. His wide receivers were consistently wide open. His wide receivers did not struggle to create separation at all. He always had an open target down the field somewhere. There was always someone flashing open every time I looked at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver core. And at times, a lot of things were made easy for Jameis Winston. He had a lot of easy reads, and at times his first read came open very often. To keep it a $150 with you guys, and to give you the honest truth, a lot of quarterbacks actually could have done better than what Jameis Winston did this past season. And that's saying a lot because he threw for a lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. But I guarantee you, a lot of these quarterbacks, most of the top 10 quarterbacks, if you put them in that system, they are not throwing 30 interceptions. They are not missing the throws that Jameis Winston missed. He left a lot of plays on the field to be desired. If you put a top 10 quarterback in the Buccaneers offense this past season, not only are they scoring a lot of points, this team is probably a playoff team. The perfect fit for the Buccaneers offense, to keep it a $150 with you guys, and to be honest with you, was Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, oh my God, with his gunslinging mentality and his ability to take care of the football while still killing you down the field and making big plays in the pocket, he's the perfect fit for that Buccaneers offense and what Bruce Arians wants to do. Not Jameis Winston, who lacks attention to detail, who missed so many throws and killed the Buccaneers in so many ways with his turnovers and poor decision making. And honestly, after watching the film, I believe Tom Brady is going to dominate in the Buccaneers offensive system this upcoming season. The reason why is because Tom Brady is efficient. He doesn't turn the football over as much as Jameis Winston. He's way better reading defenses. He will always find the open man, which is something that Jameis Winston struggled to do. He gives you great attention to detail, which is what the entire Buccaneers offense lacked this past season. And that is a reflection of their quarterback, Jameis Winston, because ultimately you kind of take on the personality of your quarterback and your quarterback's habits. The Buccaneers were a team that lacked attention to detail, and I think that Tom Brady is going to bring that attention to detail to that football team next year. And Tom Brady is also great at throwing the football with touch, something that Jameis Winston is not great at doing. He does not throw the ball consistently with touch very well. He's not a surgeon in the pocket like Tom Brady. Now, I want to address the Buccaneers offensive line. The Buccaneers offensive line was hit and miss this past season. At times, they got overpowered by stronger defensive fronts, but for the most part, they were actually not that bad. They were not terrible. I know Jameis Winston got sacked 47 times, but one of the reasons why he got sacked so many times was because he held on to the football way too long and did not take the easy completions. Jameis Winston at times held on to the ball way too long, and that resulted in sacks. Jameis Winston is a home run hitter. He's not a chain mover, and that at times affected the Buccaneers offense. And ultimately, I believe the Buccaneers offensive line is going to be better next season for 3 reasons. Number 1, Tristan Wirfs. Tristan Wirfs, a very talented offensive lineman out of Iowa that the Buccaneers drafted. He's going to help that Buccaneers offensive line tremendously next year. Also, with better quarterback play, meaning when Tom Brady gets put in that system, he's going to get the ball out of his hands quickly. He's going to take the checkdowns. He's going to consistently be a chain mover and not just a big play threat down the field at the quarterback position. And ultimately, I think that if Bruce Arians makes enough adjustments, this Buccaneers offense can be much more efficient. At times, Bruce Arians called way too many vertical passing plays, and ultimately, the Buccaneers offensive line at times did not have the personnel needed in order to execute these plays. Now, we saw them execute these deep passing plays from time to time, no doubt. The Buccaneers offensive line is far from terrible. But at times, Bruce Arians' play calling exposed the offensive line for what it is. If Bruce Arians adjusts his play calling a little bit and calls some more play action plays and decides to work the intermediate routes and short routes a lot better, I believe you will see the offensive line improve. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juice Alert Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I currently am a freshman there right now. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juice Alert Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.